What's up? This is Frosty, and you are listening to The Rodriguez Show.
And we are back on The Rodriguez Show, and we have our first guest for the last episode of the year. Fresh off her appearance at Tropicaza, music connoisseur, businesswoman, and aquatic specialist, Chronica 714. How are you?
What's up, y'all?
Hey. Chronica 714 is her Instagram. Chronica is just her name. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was Tropicaza?
It was my favorite. Honestly, Tropicaza is one of my favorite gigs to play because the lineup is always super fire.
How many times have you done it at this point?
This is the second time.
Second time? Oh, okay.
My first time was when they did the all-woman lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Like, I think, what was it, April or something?
April and March or something?
Yeah.
So that was a great set. Before we even get into the origins of DJing, how did you even choose? How did you find those samples to include the Kill Bill stuff?
Well, lately I've been into going back into like the roots of house music. Mm-hmm. So I've been just really exploring like different types, like New Orleans bounce, Chicago, like different stuff like that. And then that or like the Kill Bill sample, I think I got that from another DJ.
Nice. Yeah, it was a great way to start the set, and you killed it. That was such a great time. And if you have not been to Tropicaza, you should. It happens once a month at 4th Street. So take us back to the beginning. First time you heard music, first time you enjoyed music, what kind of music was it?
Probably hip-hop music. That I consider myself like a hip-hop head, honestly. Mm-hmm. That's what I grew up around. Like, my brother was always playing. Even my mom always was bumping Tupac and stuff like that. Nice. So definitely hip-hop. That's like the first like memories that I have of music. Okay. Hip-hop or like oldies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you grow up here in Santa Ana?
Yeah.
Nice.
Born and raised.
So your parents that definitely influenced your music a lot, or what do you think?
Yeah, my parents and my brother.
Your brother, okay.
Yeah.
So then it first started at hip hop, and then where did it go from there?
R&B, pop. My cousins really put me on to pop, like Britney, Christina, all that in the early 2000s. That's where I was. Nice. And even like emo, screamo music. They kind of put me onto that a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So obviously you love music. When did you decide to start DJing?
In college, so I started by just doing playlists, and then I started making a bunch of DJ homies because I minored in music.
Okay.
For school, and they just were encouraging me. Well, like, you do all this research on music and stuff. Like, why don't you just try to DJ? And then I kind of was like, nah, I'm not really, because I don't really like having a lot of attention on me like that. I'm more low key. But I don't know. Something just told me one day to buy a little controller. I bought the what was it? Like a Newmark. It's literally like it has 4 or 5 little buttons. It was like $100.
It's like the beginner one that everybody buys.
Like super beginner one. And then I kind of got tired of that. And then that's when I was like, okay, I think I can start taking this more seriously.
Yeah. And when was that? How long ago was that?
Maybe like 2018.
Oh, okay. So it's been 4 years now.
Yeah.
Nice. So you said that you went to school. Did you move to New York because of school? Yeah,
I went to St. John's in 2014, and then I stayed out there, and
now it's your home?
Yeah.
Nice. So you're back here for the holidays?
Yeah.
Cool. So how does that, like, being from here and, like, obviously experiencing here and then mixing the New York style, like, how does that influence you?
Well, I always, especially when I like DJ out here, I always want to put y'all on over here because I feel like a lot of the times people over here, they get stuck in a certain type of music. They don't really know about other things. So I do always like to like mix in a little bit of everything. Like, I feel like my set Tropi, I did put a lot of random stuff in there that I don't know if people had necessarily heard.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely wherever I'm at, it like influences me.
Yeah, and do you like try to put some people on over there to the music that you hear here?
Yeah.
That's so cool that you can go both like to both sides of the country.
Yeah.
So what so far you've DJed for a few years? What's your favorite place that you DJed so far? Any crazy stories?
Like maybe 3 or 4 months into DJing, I opened up for this one artist. I don't know if you guys have heard of her, Lion Babe.
Yeah.
I opened up for her. It was really wild, and I had my own like little dressing room and everything. That to me was a very surreal moment because then like 2 or 3 months later, in that same spot that I was DJing at, I saw Kaytranada DJ there.
Oh,
wow.
So that to me was like, okay, like I could do a lot of cool shit with DJing.
Yeah. Because you were only a few months into it, that probably pushed you to keep going?
Yeah, for sure. I was like, oh, okay. I got this opportunity so quickly. Like, I wonder what else I can get to do.
What is it about the DJing experience that you're like, you keep doing it every time? Like, what keeps you coming back to it?
I think it's mostly like when people always come up to me and they tell me afterwards, like, oh, I really fucked with your set. Honestly, because like I said, I'm really not the type to like a lot of attention on me like that, but just off the simple fact that like people will come and they want to see me play, or like I get like a new, I guess, like fan up, that I think that's what keeps me like wanting to keep DJing.
That's cool. Did it help you to start DJing in front of people to lose that like shyness, or do you still kind of struggle with that?
No, I still struggle with that. I feel like I'll always struggle with that. Yeah. It's not as bad nearly as much anymore because it goes away a little, I feel like, with the more skill sets that I've acquired and like just the more that I've learned, but I don't think it'll ever necessarily go away. Yeah. For me anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you get comfortable doing the things the way you do them. Like, I'm comfortable talking to people, but only in this kind of setting. Yeah. Like in public, I'm too shy. Like, yeah. So I'm assuming because you were from here, how did you meet the Tropicaza crew? Was it because you went to school together?
Yeah, actually, I did water polo with them.
Nice. Yeah. Was that, I saw Jaguars. Was that Sagerstrom?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I went there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you met them there, and then they reached out to you, and you came back from New York to do Tropicaza?
No, I mean, those are my homies. Yeah. Like, we go to like I'm always hanging out with them low key every time I'm back. Like, we go to parties. Honestly, the first time I like started really getting close to them, we went to go see Hard Summer. Okay. We went to Hard Summer. That was the first time I saw Kaytranada too, and then they put me on to house music. Fire. So, because I never really was into like house like that. I was always like, what the hell is this? Like, you know? But you know, as I started DJing more and more, and like I started like really getting into the different types of music, I was like, oh, okay, I actually like this. And then, like I said, when I went to Hard Summer and I heard different things that I never had necessarily heard before, I'm like, oh, okay. Nice. So yeah, they put me on.
Nice. So that's cool that you guys were able to influence each other's styles. Yeah. Right now, currently, what's your favorite type of music that you like to mix?
Probably like dembow.
Okay. What kind of music is that?
It's Spanish like I think it's like Dominican Spanish music, Puerto Rican Spanish music. Yeah. Like reggaeton almost, but they put their own little spin on it. I don't know how to.
Very fast paced too.
Yeah. The BPMs are like always like 120.
Oh my god, that's very fast paced. But I guess people hype.
I don't really know what they're saying, to be honest, because the way that they speak Spanish is different, like, and they use a lot of different slang, so I don't really know what they are saying a lot, but it sounds lit.
Yeah. That's cool. So something else I noticed, like you said, you started making playlists, so now you're up to 72 of the series that you've released. How do you even start now that you've done so many? Like, what's your rhythm like?
Normally I'll just go and like into Apple Music or Spotify, and then I'll just find I'll like go and see. I like to mix a little bit of everything, like newer stuff that I find, or like maybe a couple throwbacks that are like my like favorites, and then I'll kind of like base it off of that, and then I usually start them I'll switch it, but like it's a certain sequence of like maybe like a little bit slower, like R&B, then it gets a little bit more into pop, and then like hip hop, and then kind of whatever random genre at the end.
Nice. So it progresses?
Yeah.
That's cool. And they're really long playlists too, huh? They're like 20, 30 songs.
Yeah.
How often now do you want to do one?
I'm trying to do every month.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm due for this month's one, so I'll probably be dropping that next week too.
Hey, nice.
I already have it like halfway done.
Nice. Some number 73. And then the artwork is really cool on those. You said you work with other people on those?
Yeah, either I'll just find, like, at the beginning I would just do random memes or like whatever random pictures. But now I do like to ask people to like do things for me. Yeah. I don't really necessarily ever have a direction either. I'll just kind of do what you want. Or I'll show them like at least part of the playlist or something. I'm like, oh, this is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
do your thing.
Because some of the pictures you put on there are very specific to the mood that you expect from like the picture of Millie Bobby Brown or something that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you've been doing it for a while now. I'm sure you had a big year. You've done a lot based on your Instagram. What do you hope to do next year?
Just more and more venues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I recently learned how to use CDJs. I'm more comfortable on CDJs, so I want to do a lot more gigs with CDJs. Because in the music scene in New York, you have to know how to use CDJs. You can't just rely on using a controller.
Yeah.
So that's what I really want to start booking more gigs like that.
And that's not the easiest one, right? Out of all of them, like that's. Or did you find that?
It's a preference. I mean, it's not, the CDJs are not any different from a controller. It's just the prepping prior. Like I was talking to him earlier or on Sunday. Like the only thing that's annoying is just you have to have everything set up, like your playlists and everything. If you don't have that, your gig is gonna be
so you can't just
stressful. Yeah. When you have your laptop, it's like, oh, you can wing it. You know, you can like figure it out, but not with the USB.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you wherever you perform next, and we're excited to see you do a mix here today. But before we get to that, we have a segment called 60 Seconds With. This is the speed round of questions, and I'm going to pull them up right now. This is the first thing that comes to mind. They're not that hard. You ready for this?
Okay.
All right. 60 seconds. Let's do it. Favorite cartoon character?
SpongeBob.
Favorite song right now?
Crazy Crazy, Bernardo Wick.
One word to describe you when you were a kid.
Shy.
Do you have a hidden talent?
No. I don't think so, no.
Indica, sativa, or hybrid?
Hybrid.
Netflix, Hulu, or HBO?
Netflix.
Name of your best friend in high school?
I had like, I don't know. I didn't just have one. I had like a group.
Big group?
Yeah.
Okay. First CD you ever bought?
Britney Spears. The, which album was it? Or no, I'm lying. It was Chris Brown exclusive.
Nice. First song you illegally downloaded?
Lil Wayne, Lollipop.
Nice. Favorite movie?
Right now, movies. Currently, I'll say the Spider-Man movie. What was it? What was it? No Way Home?
Oh, okay, the last one?
Yeah, the last one. Whatever that one was. That was my favorite right now.
And last question, your favorite thing about music?
It's a form of expression.
Nice. And that was 60 Seconds with Chronica on The Rodriguez Show. You ready to do a mix?
Yeah.
All right.